Did she just undo her?
No.
What?
She just said,
I swear her titties just moved.
boing! Yora reaches into her bag and pulls out a thought.
A book.
Hello, and welcome to today's video. I'm Pasquale, aka PasqualaBear13, and today's video is day 2 of Doki Doki Literature Club. Yeah. It's day 2. We did day 1 before, and this is day 2 again. Day 2 was filmed on the same day as day 1, so I look exactly the same. In the video, at least. But, yeah. Can't think of anything else to say. Enjoy the video. Bye. Hi again, Thought. Glad to see you didn't run away on us.
Oh.
Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but I at least keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club.
I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out.
Of course you are. Thanks for keeping your promise, Thought. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. I'm illiterate. Making you dive headfirst into literature when you're not accustomed to it.
Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack.
She's a
you already
slave
told
driver.
me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year.
True.
True, bitch. And last year too. I don't know if you plan to just come out here and hang out or what. But if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it.
Natsuki, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room.
Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature!
Which fans go, manga is life!
Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Plops.
Interesting.
Don't worry, guys. Dot always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Wink. He always helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room.
How dependable. Sayori, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once.
Is that so?
You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. Damn.
How come? You and Thought can become good friends too.
Sayori.
As usual, serious and oblivious to the weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri bought you something today, you know?
Well, wait, Sayori. Me? Not really.
Don't be shy.
It's really nothing. What is it? No, never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do?
I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess that means it's up to me to rescue the situation.
Hey, don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it.
First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. When he actually does something right for once. Is that so?
Alright.
I don't want to make it a big deal if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well...
What? Did she just...
Here. Yora reaches into her bag and pulls out a thought.
A book.
I didn't want you to feel left out. So I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know... Discuss it if you wanted.
This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much.
Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this.
I enthusiastically take the book.
Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think.
Now that everyone's settled in, I expect Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Siri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice that her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance.
Of course she was waiting to read.
Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet.
Of course.
Of course she is. I hear Natsuki utter an exasperated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed by something.
Why is she in the closet?
Why
Come out, girl! Come out!
Exasperated noises.
We are welcoming you. Come out.
I approach her in case she needs a hand. You looking for... Never mind.
You looking for something in there?
Freaking Monica! She never puts my stuff back in the right spot.
Does she?
What's the point in keeping your collection organised if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga? Oh, that's you.
Manga?
You read manga, right?
Sometimes.
Manga is one of those things where you can't admit you're really into it until you figure out the other person's stance.
How did you know anyway?
I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kind of written on your face.
He looks like a weeb.
Yeah. What's that supposed to mean?
Oh,
that's you.
I see. He said his name.
Yeah, it's you. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of books. Shut the fuck up. Amidst a statue of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Shut your mouth.
Amidst a statue.
Shut up. Okay, we've used it. Curious, I pull it out of the stack.
I pill it. Thinking about drugs, are you?
There it is. Natsuki snatches it out of my hand.
Snatch or weave?
Snatch. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the volume right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better.
Oh, I love her little tooth.
I know, she's so cute. Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world.
Same. I knew that feel.
Relatable.
Relatable. I get a closer look at the box.
Set she's admiring. My line pitch.
Parfait girls.
Okay. It's a series I've never heard of in my life. That probably means it's either way out of my demographic or it's simply terrible.
Oh.
Manga wars. If you're gonna judge, you can go do it through the glass on the door. She points to the classroom door. Yeah, Natsuki, you tell him.
She's like, leave thought.
Hey,
Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything.
it was the tone of your voice. But I'll tell you one thing, Thought. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. Straight from the literature club.
Very straight from the literature club.
In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volumes of Parfait Girls from the box. I'm gonna show you exactly why.
It's actually all about murder. She's like...
Foreshadowing. She shoves the book right into my hands. Ah! Oh no, never mind.
Ah. No, that just reminds me of that Vine.
Shut up, not everything's about Vine, you fucking shit.
No, with that baby
I stare at the cover.
The baby.
The peanut butter baby.
Peanut butter baby. Does that feel good?
Oh. Does it feel good?
I think that's a different kind of video you've been watching.
No!
It features 4 girls in colourful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's exceedingly moe?
Moe,
Yeah.
I think.
Don't just stand there! Ooh. Oh.
Ooh,
Ooh! Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet.
She
then
pulling
takes
him
a
out the
seat
closet.
against the wall beneath the windowsill.
She's like, you're
She
coming
pats
out.
on the ground next to her, signalling me to sit there.
Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my
I
seat.
take my seat. Chairs wouldn't work.
Damn.
Damn, Natsuki. We can't read at the same time like that.
Why don't you just sit in my lap?
Pasquale.
Escalation. Why is that? I guess it's easier to be close like this.
No.
Close together like this.
Imagine that's the sound I feel like. Don't just say that! You'll make me feel weird about it! I swear to God, Thought better not lewd her. She's like 12.
She is
Natsuki
a
crosses her
child.
arms and scooches an inch away from me.
Good girl.
Well done, Natsuki.
Sorry.
I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing.
She's a child.
Hello, 911. Actually, we don't know how old the main guy is, so it doesn't really matter.
Hello, 911. I need help. It's a pervert.
My phone.
You
It's
pervert.
420. Let's blaze it. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Dang. Wow! How long has it been since I read the beginning? No, wait, no, never mind. I keep seeing your lines.
You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then?
Not really. Maybe sometimes after I've finished the series. Hey, are you paying attention?
No.
I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. It looks like it's about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these since it's rare for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot.
Oh, shade. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot?
Well, obviously! You think I would enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean... Well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like, there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with the guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama.
Damn.
Like when they all get into their backstories and when romance starts to happen.
She's getting deeper and deeper.
That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts.
Don't talk about touching parts! You are a 12-year-old girl! No!
Touching parts.
No, no one is touching your part! Is that so? It's the disgust. It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you. Oh my god, that smells
She's
adorable!
so cute, Natsuki.
I still want Monica.
Shut the fuck up. Hey, wait! What's that supposed to mean? Ooh, oh. Why does he keep saying ooh ah?
Ooh ah!
Natsuki gives me a little shove.
I just meant that I haven't yet seen you at your full power.
Good save.
She's a magical girl.
She is.
This chapter seems like it's about baking. You know, baking. 420 plays it.
I know. Wake and bake.
This is just a guess, but is there a lot of baking in this manga?
Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment as if she doesn't want to admit something. Yeah. Why does that matter? It doesn't.
It doesn't. I was just curious. Since you enjoy baking too, right?
That's just a coincidence. I just happened to get into the baking the same time I got this manga.
So basically, the manga got her into baking.
Yeah,
Let's
she's
be real.
so cute. Like I would ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable.
The little blush. She's like,
her.
she's like,
Best girl. She's so cute.
She is cute, but I love Monica.
Monica's a little thought.
And I am thought.
Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones.
Yeah, at least she's not reading hentai.
Tentacles.
Picking up those tentacles. Runs towards someone like.
Oh!
Oh!
Ooh!
Still, of all the hobbies to pick up from a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention, she's really good at it. So, who am I to judge? Her eye is a bit wonky.
Shut your mouth!
They're really far apart, and this one bed looks like he's
Shut up!
just drooping. It's like,
Shut
"Whoa."
up. She looks like a melting wax figure.
Exactly, she's melting.
But don't be mean to her. She's still best girl. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. ...
Are you sure this isn't boring for you?
It's not. Even though you're just watching me read. Oh. Well,
Even though you're just watching
I've
me
already
read.
done that bit.
Well,
I'm fine with that.
if you say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else.
I always get excited. I always get excited.
I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean. You know what I mean.
Eh?
You don't? Now her face is really melting.
Shut up, she's adorable. That's not. Well, I wouldn't really know.
I don't have any
What
friends.
do you know?
What do you mean? Don't you share manga with your friends?
Could you not rub it in? Jeez.
Sorry.
Like I'd never get my friends to read this.
Oh.
Aw, Natsuki, we love you. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, eh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face.
You do that, girl.
Don't
You
do that,
punch them.
Natsuki.
Ugh, I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge, much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated towards the other losers over time.
Is he just calling Natsuki a loser?
Natsuki, you're a loser! But it's probably harder for someone like you.
Yeah, that's pretty accurate.
See, she knows she's cute. She knows she's like hot shit.
Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can't even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found this.
That's so sad.
At least it's safer in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. Ah! I just can't win, can I?
Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it?
Oh, is she crying? She's got a little teardrop.
I think that's sweat.
Oh.
That's like the awkwardness.
Oh, okay.
I mean, here I am reading it.
Well, it's not like that solves any of my problems.
Damn. Maybe. But at least you're enjoying yourself, right?
So? Jeez! That's enough!
Jeez!
Listen, I thought it was appropriate. Are you gonna keep reading, or what?
Yeah.
I flip the page. Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. Ah! You so fucking precious when you smile. I totally forgot that happens! Natsuki puts her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favourite character. You always feel a little bit bad for her since she's so unlucky.
Same.
But it gets especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. I think like this whole thing is just like self-projecting.
Yeah.
Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement.
Spikles.
It's a stark contrast to her usual bossy tone, but if she's not used to sharing her favourite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a rare experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself.
Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? ...
Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse?
He just sticks a bum out.
Eh.
Sorry. Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you do look pretty cozy over there.
Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She has hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me.
12 inches.
12 inches.
Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now.
I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back! Don't you want to know what happens?
Yeah. But Monica just said...
Don't be dumb. Just take it home with you.
Is that really alright?
I say that mostly because I didn't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you.
I'll kill me too. By tomorrow?
I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I tried to get through this.
Priorities.
But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face.
Cute.
Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it?
Alright then.
I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag.
By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah.
My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I'd never really done this before.
Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait! Siri and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems.
Pull it out.
Siri is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit.
Monica's that, like...
Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Natsuki. We wrote it for Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. ... Yeah? Okay, well let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. What the fuck, Natsuki?
Then what's the point of sharing this in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poems?
Does she not like the poem?
That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help you feel comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said.
Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad.
Oh, so she likes it. And she doesn't want to share hers because mine's good.
Ours is good.
You were supposed to...
You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, how? Well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it.
I'm sorry.
I hope you're happy. ... So,
in other words, you're saying you liked it?
Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing into the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure... Oh, that's who. Never mind.
Pretty sure you never actually said that.
I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem.
In any case, you still need to show me yours, right?
I'll show you mine, you show me yours.
Show you mine if you show me yours.
Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Oh, it's this one.
Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it.
Yeah! I told you that you weren't gonna like it!
I like it.
I thought that was supposed to be a cute poem. That sounds really deep. What? Just be honest.
I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it?
Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously.
But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. My point exactly.
Yes, exactly.
When they're like marking me down in all my exams for my writing technique and I'm like, I'm dyslexic.
I've already done it.
I know.
I like it when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening.
Oh my god, yeah, same.
So I decided to write about it.
Yeah, I understand.
But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay.
World play.
I can't read. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line.
So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised.
That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something.
I like how before she was like, oh my god, shit, I'm so sad. And then like as soon as I praise it, she's like, yeah, that's right. I'm a professional.
Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you?
Yeah, guess not.
I decided to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is.
You should care.
You need to stop.
She's a 12-year-old girl, underaged.
But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her.
Statutory rape.
Who should I show my poem to next?
Monica. Hi, Thought. Having a good time so far? Yeah, oh god, I'm just reading all this on. Good, good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind.
Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in.
Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Thought. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true.
I hand Monica my poem.
I like it, Thought. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki would write.
Hey.
And she's a good writer, too. So take that
Why
as
does
a
she
compliment.
keep doing that? Why does she go and like...
It's a cute pose. If you say so. Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long
time ago.
Maybe a long time ago. He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just a few simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would apply to anybody. I see. So, you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably wouldn't find much filler in her poems. They might be easy to write, but they're super challenging to get the meaning through. So, I can see why it would be your kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things.
What?
That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you.
Why do you keep looking at me like really creepily?
Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles.
Harry Styles.
I'll always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now?
Yes, bitch.
Don't worry, I'm not very good. Bitch, you are. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound more confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. God, I'm so much deeper than you think. I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction. The spackle protrudes.
A noisy neighbour, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. Hang on a minute.
But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in.
You know what they say.
Gotta love them holes.
Every hole's a goal.
Gotta love them holes.
That sounded really creepy.
That's it.
That's it. That's the poem.
So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Oh, she looks sad.
Oh, Monica.
Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that it has some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. She's sketchy AF. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day.
Don't be a little bitch.
Don't be a little thought. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. I could have used that tip when I was going through my GCSEs. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your... I so read that as penis.
Me too, I was like...
If you keep your penis in the same...
No. If you keep your pen...
If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your head and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
You could apply that to penises, though.
Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori or Yori?
I feel like they'll both get a bit offended if you don't... I don't know who to go with.
We'll go Sayori because we don't care about Yori.
I like Yuri. She's nice. Da da da. Oh my goodness. This is so good, Thoughts.
Huh?
I love it. I had no idea you were such a good writer.
Damn, neither did I. Sayori, you must be seriously overreacting. I'm not a good writer at all. I honestly have no idea what I'm doing.
Well, maybe that's why. Because I have no idea what I like either.
She doesn't know what she likes.
She's confused.
She's confused.
Ah, that's so demonic. Oh god.
Jeez.
Likes that reaction. I'm sure Yuri's opinion has to be a little bit more constructive than this.
Are you sure you don't like it because I wrote it?
Mid-yawn, shut up. Well, I'm sure that's part of it. I think I understand you better than a lot of people, you know?
I yawned.
So when I read your poem, it's not just a poem. It's a thought poem.
It's a thought poem.
Thought seal of approval.
Thought seal of approval.
And that makes it feel extra special.
Obviously. Who doesn't love a good thought poem? Violets are red.
I feel like I can feel your feelings in it.
I like how I'm meant to say rose red, violets are blue, and I just said violets are red. Violets are red. Roses are red.
Sayori hugs the sheet against her chest. There's going to be something about her titties. No, there's not.
Violets are red.
Do the thing!
Roses are red, violets are blue. I like thoughts. Do you do too?
That literally makes no sense. Do the thing.
You're so weird, Sayori.
I'm really just happy that you wrote one. Ow! That really hurt. It just reminds me of how you're really part of the club now.
Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room.
Well, of course.
Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise.
See? It's like I said before, Thought. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do.
Thanks, Sayori.
I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined.
He finds his childhood friend cute.
Knowing how much this means to her and all.
God.
Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you.
Ooh.
Will it really, Sayori?
Alright then, I'm gonna hold you to that. Then.
Safe. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this.
We'll see about that. Dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast.
Me.
Same. I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori. This is just a guess, but Did you wait until this morning to write this?
No.
No?
No. Just a little bit.
You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question.
I forgot to do it last night.
That arm bend though, you were like...
I'm double jointed in my arms.
I'm double jointed in all of my fingers.
I forgot to do it last night. Well,
Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself.
don't be mean. I still tried my best.
Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice. Or how should I put it? It sounds just like you.
Really?
Yeah. Especially that last line.
I made eggs and toast.
Oh, she's adorable.
Even though
you were late to school. And a little puffy face.
it's bad to skip breakfast.
Yeah, it is.
I get all cranky.
I don't know why, but I read scranky.
What does that mean?
Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me.
This was so much fun. Monica's the best.
She is.
No, she's not. She's dumb.
Sayori even said she's the best. Yeah.
See, he doesn't think. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever.
Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Not how I would have answered.
Who should I show my poem to next? Dan, guess we gotta show it to you.
This day's so long. Who should I show my poem to next?
Yuri.
The only one left.
That's you. Yuri says the poem. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading.
Oh. Sorry. I've got to start speaking. I sometimes do that. It's fine. It's fine. Don't force yourself. I'm not. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. Bitch! This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad? No! Did I just raise my voice? I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands.
I couldn't help but notice that it's been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people.
It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. God, my voice hurts. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened.
Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's almost as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert.
Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time,
But it all comes with practice, and all learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased, though.
Biased? How?
Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry.
It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now?
Please do. I'd love to share my thoughts with you, but
Skipped it too
Yuri
quickly.
smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which is in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club?
Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlights that have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The lights flickers. I flicker back. Deep. Down.
Ooh.
I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting.
What? I wasn't thinking that at all.
But it took you a long time to read.
Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It actually really was.
That's a relief. Also,
I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive.
it wasn't too short. I usually write longer poems.
Not at all.
I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose.
Are you into ghosts, Yuri?
Hoo-hoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, thought.
Really?
I must have totally missed the point.
Thought, you dumb thought.
Thought! I must have totally missed the point.
Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past.
God, my voice is dead.
And soon to be left with nothing.
That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive.
It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying.
I'm counting on you.
My voice is dead. Phew!
I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities.
Same.
Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Siri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language?
Did you say something?
Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns to the poem on the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy.
Thanks. Yours is cute.
Oh, conflict.
Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute?
I know that. I just mean the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice.
Eh? You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all.
Well,
Oh.
well, I do have a couple of suggestions.
If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. And Thought did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all...
Excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Thought liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it.
Natsuki suddenly stands up.
Oh,
The music
boyo.
stopped. Oh! I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to help impress our new member, Yuri.
That's not what you're just...
Yuri stands up as well. Wait, why did I get a Natsuki voice?
Maybe you're just jealous that Thought appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours.
Oh,
No.
shots fired.
More like drama. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more?
Damn.
Are you that full of yourself?
No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy.
Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Thought started showing up.
That's because you got little bitty titties because you're tiny and you 12 years old. Natsuki. Natsuki, that's a little...
This doesn't involve you.
It doesn't involve you.
I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly both girls turned towards me as if they just noticed I was standing there.
Thought. She's just trying to make me look bad.
That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simpler writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Thought.
Well, wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Oh my god, I can't read. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Thought? Well.
How to get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about
Keep
writing,
yawning.
but whomever I
Whosoever.
agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me.
That's going to be Sayori.
Yeah, help me, Sayori. I
Yeah.
don't want to pick a side. The Natsuki.
Natsuki glanced at me, drawing any words I had in my mouth. So instead I turned to Yuri. What? Yuri!
Yuri.
Oh no, things aren't going too well. But Yuri's expression is so defenseless that I can't bring myself to say anything to her.
Sayori. Yeah.
Eh.
Everyone's fighting is making Sayori uncomfortable. How can the two of you keep fighting when you know you're making your friend feel like this?
Thought. No, that's no problem. This isn't about her.
I agree. It's unfair for others to interject their own feelings into our conflict.
Yeah, unless Sayori wants to tell Yuri what a stuck-up jerk she's being.
She would never. It's your immaturity that's made her upset in the first place.
Excuse me? Are you listening to yourself? This is exactly why nobody likes. Stop!
Stop! Her eyes shooketh.
Natsuki! Yuri! You guys are my friends. I just want everyone to get along and be happy. My friends are wonderful people, and I love them because of their differences. Natsuki's poems, they're amazing because they give you so many feelings with just a few words. And Yuri's poems are amazing because they paint beautiful pictures in your head. Everyone's so talented. So why are we fighting? Because...
Well...
Also, Natsuki's cute and there's nothing wrong with that. Aww. And Yuri's boobs are the same as they always were. Big and beautiful.
Opie! Cringe weeb. Sayori.
Sayori stands triumphantly. Monica stands behind her with a bewildered expression. Monica doesn't like the gays.
I'll make some tea.
Yuri rushes off.
Same. Gotta go fast.
Sonic.
Woo!
I was going to say Sonic Smash, but
Smash.
I don't think that's the right word.
Hulk smash.
Shut up. Natsuki sits down with a blank expression on her face, staring at nothing. Me too, Natsuki. So, that's yours.
So this is why Sayori is vice president. I whisper to Monica. She nods in return.
To be honest, I might come off as a good leader and I can organize things, but I'm not very good with people. I couldn't even bring myself to interject. As president, that's kind of embarrassing of me.
Nah. It's not like I can blame you. I wasn't able to say anything either.
Well, I guess that just means Sayori is amazing in her own way, isn't she?
You could say that. She might be in her head, but sometimes it's weirdly suspicious that she knows exactly what she's doing.
I see. Take good care of her, okay? I would hate to see her get herself hurt.
That makes two of us. You can count on me.
Monica smiles at me sweetly, causing my stomach to knot. Such a genuine person really does make a good president, regardless of what she says. If only I could get the chance to talk to her a little more.
Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems?
That's such an awkward question. It was a lot of fun.
Well, I'd say it was worth it.
It was alright. Well, mostly.
Thought, how about you?
Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone.
Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better.
Oh god, she's starting to sound like a cringy Disney character. ...
I think to myself.
I
did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Thought! Ready to walk home? Sure, let's go.
Sure, let's go.
Oh, sorry. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Okay. Oops.
Keep pressing the wrong one. Sayori, about what happened earlier.
Huh? What do you mean?
you know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that kind of thing happen often?
No, no, no. That's really the first time I've ever seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you?
No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you.
Phew. You know, Thought, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. Bet they do, mate.
That's...
Eee!
Oh, I see.
Every day is going to be so much fun.
Sigh.
It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there?
Yes!
Yes, it does.
Especially with Natsuki.
I swear they all have like, I don't know how old they are, honestly, the characters.
We'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori.
I pat Sayori on the shoulder. Don't put your arm around me, please.
I wasn't going to, I was just going to pat you really hard.
Really
oh my god, the blur. The blur. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes.
Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Ooh.
Okay, so...
Another one. Sticky. Press sticky.
We'll do this and then it's the next day.
Press sticky.
Sticky.
Sweet. Heart.
Death.
Milk again. Childhood. Waterfall. Headphones.
Together. Cute.
Landscape. Oh, that appeals to
Oh.
Yuri. Oh no.
Oh no. Kiss.
Yeah.
Hope.
Climax.
Oh no.
Strawberry. Kitty. Disaster.
No.
Yeah.
That's definitely her. Awesome.
Oh,
Depression.
these are really vibrant.
Uh,
Depression, anxiety. Me. Boop.
That was her.
Boop is a cute word. Boop. Embrace.
Bad.
Okay.
No, silly.
Oh.
Okay, that is the end of day 2. That's where we're going to be ending this video, and next time will be day 3.
Yeah.
Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to give the video a like, and if you're new to this channel, subscribe.
Feed my children.
Feed my children. Starving. No, yeah. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time I upload. Get out of here. Be gone. Bye. Why am I so cringy?
It's Gucci. What's the
Gucci.
plan?